Hey everybody, it's Dr. Dan here with Advanced Upper Cervical Chiropractic. You're tuning into episode 2 of Wellness Wednesday. Thanks so much for everyone who shared the video or watched last week. I got a lot of very positive feedback about it. This week we're going to tackle something which applies to almost all of you. Today's video is titled 4 Quick Exercises for the Chronic Sitter in Your Life. So I don't know if anyone works a desk job, drives a lot, sits a lot for work. If you haven't heard the slogan, what they say now is sitting is the new smoking. And that may be a little dramatized, but there's some truth to that, right? When we sit for a long period of time, what we tend to see happen with our posture is our hips turn down and in, and our shoulders tend to collapse forward. And so a couple quick things you can do every day to help combat that are some very simple strengthening exercises. You can do them at your desk, you can do them if you're standing, you can do them on the go. So the first one I'm going to walk you through is a simple arm circle exercise. I want you to stand up nice and tall, turn the palms upwards towards the sky, and you're going to do 10 small circles in a reverse fashion. And once we do our 10 here, I'm going to speed forward here. We're going to do 10 in a frontwards fashion. You're going to flip the palms over and do 10 backwards and 10 forwards. You'll notice with the palms up versus down, you're going to feel a different muscle group work, and this is really a reminder for the top of our back to start to hold the shoulders backwards and avoid this forward posture. What happens when we crunch forward is that it tends to drop our weight of the head down, puts a lot of excess stress and pressure on the base of the neck here, and if you remember last week's video when we talked about arthritis, that's our #1 concern with the forward posture there. The second upper body exercise is the crisscross exercise. You're going to start with your arms up in front, like here. Notice the 90-degree bend in the elbow, and keeping that bend in the elbow, you're going to retract the arms all the way in the back. This is a rhomboid strengthener, or something in the mid-back to really focus on. That's going to help hold those shoulders back. I want you to feel like those shoulder blades are retracting. That's going to be a really good feel if you spend a lot of time keyboarding or on the laptop here like that. Okay, so those are 2 quick upper body exercises you can apply for if you're feeling those trigger points or that stress in the shoulders or the base of the neck. I'll take care of it real quick. 2 for the lower back, right? When we're in that seated posture, we tend to see the hips rotate forwards. We tend to get really tight in the buttocks and really tight in the hip flexors. So the first one I'm going to demonstrate is from a seated position. I want you to sit up nice and tall, bring right leg over left into this figure 4 position. And 2 ways to do it here. You can either push some pressure on the knee down and you'll feel that stretch in the outer hip, or lean your body towards that knee, and again you'll feel that in the outer hip buttocks area. It's going to feel really good if you have some tight muscles in here. The second one and last one of the day is a hip flexor exercise. What we're going to do with the hip flexors is you're going to take a stance like you're going to do a downwards lunge, but instead of lunging down, you're going to drop your hips down and in like this. You'll feel that nice stretch across the front of the thigh here. These hip flexors get really tight when we spend too much time in this seated position. If they're always shortened, those muscle fibers never get the chance to expand, and that's where we get a lot of our chronic low back pain stemming from. Okay, so very simple exercise to do every day. Kind of get those hip flexors stretched. You may feel tightness on one side versus the other, but if you can incorporate these in every day, you're going to see a reduction in some of that stress, some of that tightness, and it's going to be much better for your posture moving forward. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for next week. Please hit the follow button, share with someone who you think this may benefit, and I'll see you next week.